Joining us now on Texas Sports Unfiltered and the BK Show, he is third-year Edge at the University of Texas, Ethan Burke, and our weekly conversations with Ethan are brought to you by our great friends at Real Truck. Real Truck is the #1 truck accessory brand in the United States with top-selling upgrades for the ultimate tailgate party. Hitch grills, powered coolers, weatherproof awnings, and so much more. Head over to realtruck.com and gear up for football season and bring your truck to life with the best selection of accessories that you can find. Ethan, thanks so much for the time today, man. How are you?
I'm good, BK. Happy to be back on.
Yeah, happy to have you back on. And you were
Yeah.
joining us from the team hotel in Atlanta. So we are recording this the night before the Peach Bowl. How was the trip out to the ATL and how have things been out there so far?
Yeah, man, it's been fun. It's been mellow, not a lot of free time, We're focused on tomorrow. That's what we came here for. So that's the only reason we're here. I think Atlanta's a cool city, but I think we've done well in, focusing on what is really important.
Yeah, before we dive into tomorrow's game, I want to take you back to the win over Clemson in the first round of the college football playoff. What a performance by you. I know you're a team guy. I'm sure you're going to talk
Mm-hmm.
about how well the team played, but you were third on the team in tackles. You had a sack. You had 1.5 TFLs. Starting with you and then maybe going to the whole team, but your thoughts on the way you played in that 14-point win over Clemson?
Yeah, for myself, I think it was a really, really fun game to be a part of. The environment was cool. To be blessed with one more home game so late in the season when no one else was playing home games was really awesome. And the fans came, and I just had so much fun playing. So I think that speaks to my performance.
Yeah, and we asked you about going up against your high school teammate, Kate Klubnik, before the game, but maybe a little extra emotion after that sack in that game?
Yeah, I was excited. I'm not sure how excited he was about it, but it was definitely a good feeling for me,
Yeah,
no
I
doubt.
believe that. I believe that. So, your thoughts on the defense? You guys forced a turnover. You guys had the
Hmm.
big goal line stand at the end of the game. The pass defense gave up more yards than it had in any game all season. What can you learn from maybe some of the mistakes? There weren't many, but some of the mistakes that you guys had on as a defense in that win over Clemson.
Yeah, well, first off, a credit to Klubnik, talented player and really, really fun to compete against, no doubt. But I think for us, it was communication and getting checks in on the defense and whatnot. And that kind of hit us in crucial moments, giving them leaky yardage. And I don't think we tackled our best. So that we've cleaned those things up. We did some tackling this week, and I think it'll be a better performance this week than it was the week prior.
Yeah, there was plenty of good from that game from your defense. And how about another goal line stand? You guys are making a habit of that. Obviously, a big
Yeah.
one against
Bill,
Texas
Bill
A&M.
Norton. Yeah.
Yeah, the play that you made, and then this time around, Bill Norton on fourth down. Hell, it was David Benda and a couple of
Hmm.
other guys on third down making the stop, and then Big Bill Norton on the teeth of that defensive line making the stop on fourth and goal from the one. I mean, what does that say about y'all's defense that in the biggest moments at the goal line, you guys continue to show up?
Yeah, I think it shows we definitely don't panic. There's no sort of panic at all. We all stay calm. If it's a sudden change moment, no one points fingers or whatever. We go out there and we try to protect the paint, really force them to a field goal in that scenario, and then in that Clemson game, I guess, get them off the field. So I think just the tenacity and how hungry we are and how deep we are as a defense.
Yeah, it was there for sure. Ethan Burke joining us now, and our weekly conversations with Ethan are brought to you by our friends at realtruck.com. All right, man, less than 24 hours away from kickoff, Texas and
Hmm.
Arizona State. I want to ask you about Cam Skattebo, #4, the running back for ASU. I'm sure most, if not all, of y'all's defensive meetings over the last week and a half have been about how to stop Cam Skattebo. What do you think about him, and how do you guys try to contain one of the top running backs in the country?
Yeah, he fight hard. He fights hard. He doesn't quit or give up. Yeah, so he's super talented, and our goal this week is just get as many of our white hats that we can to the ball. Everyone flying, relentless effort all game, and that's the plan to stop him because he's super talented and physical as a running back.
Yeah, you guys are a top 10 rush defense in college football. Y'all have passed just about every test against good running backs you've faced this season. What's been the key to that? And also, it feels like no one's been able to run outside on this defense all year. Why have you guys been so stout defending the run in the first, 14 games that you've played this year?
Yeah, getting outside, we're super disciplined in our run lanes, and it's a crucial part of a team defense. If everyone does their job well, and doesn't try to make a big play or get out of their gap to make the big play, then we're all in the correct area. And I think PK has it set up incredibly well. He's obviously a great defensive coordinator, and that just, if we're in the right gap, it leads to a tackle and a negative play for the offense.
Yeah, I know I asked you a similar question before the game against Clemson because Cade Klubnik's a dual threat quarterback. Well, now you're going up against another dual threat quarterback in Sam Levitt. Maybe not the experience that Cade Klubnik has, but he's put together a really good year for ASU. Your thoughts about him, and how do you guys find a way to contain another mobile quarterback this week?
Yeah, he's definitely fast and a great dual threat quarterback. You know, like I say every week when we face a dual threat, is just keeping him in the pocket. And I think we have a great game plan, and we have such an athletic D line and edge rushers that I think it's going to happen. So it'll definitely be interesting. Him and Skattebo are a great duo without a doubt.
Yeah, you guys probably don't need bulletin board material, right? I mean, you're
Mm-mm.
competing for a national championship at this point in the
Yeah,
season, but
we're focused on us.
yeah, I know Quinn heard it because Quinn was asked about it, so I'm sure you guys heard what Sam Levitt had to say about his matchup with Quinn Ewers tomorrow. Your thoughts on that? Do you pay any attention to that, or is that just in one ear and out the other?
Yeah, dude, in one out the other. I don't really care or have any mind or thought to give to it. Honestly, um, we know if we go out and execute, we handle our business and do what we need to do. We think we can get the job done, and no one in the country can beat us when we execute at a high level. Really.
Now, you may have just answered this, but look, you guys were pretty big favorites against Clemson, took care of business. You guys are pretty big favorites again against Arizona State. How do you make sure that you're not, overlooking and thinking about what's in front of you if you win this game? How do you guys make sure that you're focused fully on the task at hand tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's just how we do throughout the week and talking about it throughout practice and whatnot. Not getting ahead of ourselves and knowing that we have 4 games and we have to win this first one or the second one now to have 4 games. So not we're good at not looking ahead and staying disciplined and just being in the moment, being where our feet are.
Yeah, you guys have a couple of new players who have been practicing with you guys. Obviously, the transfers and the incoming freshmen won't be a part of the game tomorrow or any of the games the rest of the way. But, what have you seen from guys like Cole Brevard and Brad Spence and Justice Terry and Lance Jackson, some of the guys who have been practicing with you guys over the last couple of days?
Yeah, we definitely got some new freak athletes for sure. Cole Brevard is a funny kid. I love that kid. I've been talking to him, hanging out with him a little bit. He's good to be around. He makes you smile. And then the other guys, we haven't seen much of that. I like Lance. Lance is a cool kid. I've been talking to him a little bit, and he's a good athlete and physically has good attributes as well.
Yeah, and you brought up Bill Norton earlier, and he deserves more credit for that fourth down play he made on that goal line stand against Clemson. But feels like not a lot of Texas fans know a lot about Bill Norton. Obviously, it's his first year with the program, and defensive tackles don't put up a lot of stats in the box score. But what has Bill Norton meant to you guys on your defensive line?
Man, so much. Bill's a great guy to be around and so fun to have in the locker room. First of all, and then what he brings on the field is he's a great run stopper. We know his pass rushes and his whatever his best attribute, but he's certainly great to have in the run, and he clogs up those gaps, and he plays physically, and he plays with passion, and he brings such a good energy and positivity to our defense.
Yeah, Ethan Burke joining us here in our weekly conversations with Ethan, brought to you by our friends at realtruck.com. All right, Ethan, I'm going to start a sentence. I want you to finish it for me. Texas wins the Peach Bowl if what?
If we do what we've been doing, I think. Honestly, there's not much else to it.
Simple as
Right,
that.
but yeah, simple, man. There's nothing to it. I think we've had good practices. We've won big games, and it's been a long season. And we've won games, we've lost games. So I think we know what we have to do, and just going out and executing.
What's the schedule for tomorrow? It's a 1 o'clock local time kick for you guys on the East Coast. It's 12 Central back at home. What's wake up time tomorrow, and when do you guys start to kind of make your way over to Mercedes-Benz?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and wake up 7:30, eat breakfast, and then go back up to my room a little bit. Then we got to meet, and then we got a pregame meal, and then we're all on our way probably around 10:30. So we're getting over there early. It's not a late morning, but for us, honestly, for what we're used to, it sort of is.
Yeah. All right. Before we let you go, we know you traveled a little bit for Christmas. Only a couple of days away from the team. Obviously, you guys have been back at it, getting ready for this game for a while now. But how was your trip, and how was Christmas time with the fam?
Yeah, dude, it was so great. I have 30 cousins on my mom's side, so I got to see all of them. I was out in Utah. It was beautiful. I rented a nice little fast car, drove through the mountains with all my cousins. It was super good time, but I try to cherish those moments with my family, because I don't always get to see them with football and everything. But those 48 hours felt like a long time, and I really did enjoy it. And just being able to see my family was awesome.
Yeah, 30 cousins. There's no way it was
There,
just one car that everyone was in.
no, dude, there's got to be 10 probably. It's crazy. There's so many, you couldn't believe it.
Oh my God, I'm surprised there was any food left over. Now you didn't tell your coaches that you were driving around a fast car out there, did you? That's quiet,
No, I
private
drove
info.
the speed limit. I just hit it up to whatever it is. If it's 40, I hit it up to 40 and then I stop.
Yeah, good save. I'm not a
Yeah.
narc, but appreciate that. That's well done on
Yeah.
your part, man. I want to ask you about your real truck accessories before we let you go. We know you got your front bumper winch
Yeah.
combination a couple of weeks ago. Your thoughts on how it's been for you so far on your Bronco?
Yeah, man, it's sweet. So my car's all black, and then they sent me the front bumper and winch. I still need to go get the winch. I guess that's separate. I don't know a lot about the accessories, but it looks sweet right now. I got it installed as soon as I could, really, and I'm super happy with how it came out. Makes the car look beautiful. It really does, and I'm super grateful that Real Truck was able to send it to me and let me put it on the car.
That's awesome, man. Well, any plans for New Year's? You staying up to watch the ball drop, or are you in bed by like 9 o'clock tonight?
Man, I think Robinhood, the investing app's got a ball drop soon, so I'm gonna go on there. They give you a little gift, and then I think there's a playoff game on tonight, right?
Yeah.
So
Penn State's
yeah,
up
Penn State.
early on Boise
Okay.
State right
All
now.
right. Yeah. We just finished up meetings. I'm gonna go watch that, and then go see my parents and go to bed. Man, not much going on here.
Smart man. Investing and watching football. It's a good way to
Mm-hmm.
spend New Year's Eve. No need to waste your time and money going out and about in that
Agree,
city.
man.
You're
Agree,
good on
man.
that.
I'm where I need to be. Trust
There
me.
it is. Ethan, you're the man. Really appreciate you doing this the day before a huge game. Thanks so much for the time. Good luck tomorrow, and hopefully we're talking to you after another Texas win.
Yes, sir. All right, BK. Appreciate you.